Good evening. In the last video, I showed you how to use your R4 Gold Pro to back up your GBA saves and use them on an emulator. Well, you want to use kind of official hardware, and you want to use a 3DS virtual console to do your double hunting or whatever you need to use that for. So you need to use your 3DS to play that game. How do we do that? First, get yourself GBA Backup Tool and get yourself this software right here. New Super Ultimate Injector for 3DS. I'll leave a link to that in the description below. But get New Super Ultimate Injector. And then get yourself from your cartridge. Do not download anything online. Get yourself Pokemon Ruby. So I already have this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up and I'll show you where I am in my virtual console game, because I already have it on my virtual console game. So we're going to show you that. So we're just going to open GBA and then click Pokemon Ruby. And you will see that I am 1 minute in. And so we're going to enter this. And on my virtual console, there's Pokemon Ruby. You can see it. Pokemon Ruby Virtual Console. So we'll open this up, and I'll show you where I am on this bad boy, which is going to be pretty much in the same spot. Once this bad boy loads, there we are. I'm stupid, I didn't press. So the virtual console is always going to have a dead battery. At least when I extracted my cartridge, it has always been shown with a dead battery, which doesn't matter to me, because if I want to do time-based events, I'll do it on my normal cartridge anyways. But there you can see I am in the same position on my virtual console. So I'm going to shut this off. You're going to need a custom firmware 3DS. So if you don't know how to do custom firmware, I'll link you to the video down below in the description. Get custom firmware on your 3DS. Any version, doesn't matter. Any version of the 3DS. Jeez. Okay, so back to the computer. Get yourself your ROM and open up New Super Ultimate Injector. Close this out. Then go into Game Boy Advance. Well, actually no. Go to File, New, and then GBA. GBA. And then I'm gonna go into my project, which I already have. But literally all you need to do, this is going to be a blank screen, and all you need to do is go into your ROMs file, or wherever you have your ROM, and literally just drag and drop right into the window where it's all gray, and it will show up. And then hit download box art from database if you want the box art, and it'll be the game icon on the 3DS. Yes, thank you. Please stop showing that. And then hit fit image by height, because if you click that, it'll show up weird like that. Okay, thank you for the freaking notification. GBA Virtual Console, all this should be automatically set. Make sure this is on flash 1 megabit, the save type. It should be automatic. Fit image by width, you want the title screen for this one. Download title screen from database. And then once you're done with that, you're going to want to come over here, hit File, and then, Project, and then Export CIA. And you're just going to want to name it whatever and save it to wherever. And then put that onto your, put that onto your SD card, which I'm going to get out in a second. I usually use FP, I forget, it's something TD, but just like the wireless file transfer, but that is too long for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to boot up my DS with the R4 and Pokemon Ruby. So I'm going to show you how to back up the save again, just if you missed that. So here's the cartridge, and grab your DS, pop that in, get your R4 Gold Pro 2020, showing it backwards, there we go, R4 Gold Pro. Make sure it has all the firmware necessary and GBA Backup Tool. And open that boy up. I'm going to put this in the computer. Okay, so we're going to launch your R4. I'll show you my USB drive. So here we are in the USB drive. Go into your CIA's folder, which you should have if you've custom firmware, and then drag and drop the CIA into this specific folder. I'm not going to do it now, but I'll show you where to find it and how to download it after you've done the injection of Super Ultimate Injector. So place it in here, and then I'll show you when we get onto the 3DS. So right now, my DS kind of crapped itself. That's okay. And there we go. So now, we're going to want to go to your R4 menu and go, if you have YS menu, click that. If you don't, then just choose GBA Backup Tool from your director on your R4. So there we are in GBA Backup Tool. Just hit A. So now we're in the main directory. Then go down to where it says Save Backup. This is all you need to do is just press B. When it says Save Backup, on the bottom, you can press L and R to change between the command modes. The first one is Save Backup. Second one, press R, Save Restore. Third one, ROM Backup. So the ROM Backup is, I've gone over this in the last video, you press B and you create the new GBA file. Save Backup is the one that you want to do. You do not need any other save states. I know in my previous video I said you needed save states. You don't. Hit Save Backup. I already have it backed up here. So hit Save Backup and then go over to your computer and there's your save. It's already in 128 kilobyte form. So we're going to go into the 3DS now and we're going to show you how to get your virtual console save over to how to get your virtual console save backed up. And I'll show you how to write the save from your virtual console onto your cartridge. So boot up your 3DS, which is what I'm doing right now. And then go to your FBI application. There it is, the FBI application, which you should have if you've custom firmware your 3DS. Then go to SD, which is the first option. You can see it right there, SD. Then go to your CIA's folder, which should be the second one. There you go, see it, CIA's. And then inside here will be your ruby.cia, your GBA file.cia, which is what you used Super Ultimate Injector for. So hit A and then hit Install and Delete All CIAs, and you'll install it on the home menu. So now, for backing up your save, open up your virtual console. Your new virtual console. And I know I have this open. I'm gonna redo it with my virtual console save. And just get to here. Just get to where you can save your game. I'm gonna just walk outside and go outside of my friend's house, or May's house. So there's where I am in the virtual console. I'm gonna save it. Would you like to save the game? Yes. So we're saving right there, as you can see. We saved the game. Now exit out. And power down your system once you're exited out. Okay, now, if you did the custom firmware method of Banner Bomb 3 or any custom firmware that has Luma 3DS with the firmware of God Mode 9, launch God Mode 9. So again, it's hold power and start. And then here's the chain loader. I have two firmwares. I have Decrypt 9 and God Mode 9. Hit God Mode 9. Then go down to Sysnand Virtual. Then the first option, AGB save.bin. I'll try to make this bigger. Hold on. Wrong thing. Okay. There's the first option. There you can see AGB save.bin. Hit that. Then on the bottom, hit AGB save options. And then dump GBA VC save. So hit dump. And then it'll say dumped. And just hit A to continue. And then power off the system. So now, if I did this correctly and I didn't press any random buttons, because I feel like I just may have canceled, but hopefully I didn't. We are going to go into our 3DS XD card. So, bing bong. And now go to GM9 out. And then bam, there it is. Whatever this number is, .gbavc.save. And you can see that that's the time that it is right now. So, yeah. Well, not for you, but for me. So open your ROMs folder. Let me go in. There's the ROMs folder. And now, there's my trimmed heart gold. Alright, let me move this like down. There you go, now you can see it. So now I can delete the save file. So I'm going to delete this save file. Or actually, I'm going to close VBA first. Delete this save file. And then we're going to take this virtual console save and just copy it to our ROM folder. And then we're going to take our GBA game, rename it, copy it, rename our GBA virtual console save, and paste. And bam. Now, if we delete this, yep, and then we have our save right here that we just created, and we open Visual Boy Advance, bring it over here, open GBA, and Pokemon Ruby. You'll see 1 minute, and bam, there I am outside of my friend's house like I was on the 3DS. So that's how you transfer your virtual console save to another emulator. Now, to write saves on your 3DS, this is how we're going to do it. We're literally, all we're going to do, close out of here, get your R4, take out your SD card from the computer. That's your 3DS SD card. You can put it back in your 3DS because you do not need it anymore. I'll show you how to you can use God Mode 9 to inject 3DS saves. I'm not going to go over that in this episode. If you really want me to see it, I will do another video. But right under in the GBA Virtual Console settings, there was a inject save instead of dump the Virtual Console save. So you would just dump that save, and yeah, you would dump the save and then rename it. Rename the save from your other cartridge to the Virtual Console save, then inject that, and that's how you would write the save. So this is our R4 SD card. So we're going to want to go over to GBA Backup, delete our Ruby save, then go over to, oh sorry, I didn't show you that. So we're in GBA Backup from this is our R4 folder. Go to your GBA Backup and delete the Ruby save. See, I have no Ruby. I can get rid of this too. This doesn't matter. You do not need any sort of external saves. Grab your new save and, copy that to GBA Backup. And there you see, there's the new save. And make sure it's the same name as your GBA file. I don't think that matters, but it might for GBA Backup Tool. And that's all you need to do. So we're going to eject this. Eject. We're going to head back to our R4 in a second. I'm going to make this bigger again. SD card out. Slide it back in the R4. And put it in your DS with your cartridge in slot 2. Now, sorry. Just to prove it, we're going to open up the GBA. So this is the actual cartridge. In here, there's nothing in the DS slot, as you can see. Just to show you where I am, I'm right at the professor, about to pick up a Pokemon. So now if I shut it off, put in my R4, go into my R4s, then hit A, open up YS menu, because YS menu is just cleaner. If you don't have YS menu, just scroll down to GBA Backup Tool. Go to GBA Backup Tool and open it up. Then hit A. Then go to hit R. Hit R. And now you should be at Save Restore. You can see it, Save Restore. Then scroll down so the blue is over the save file you have, or you just put in to your GBA backup folder. So now it is the blue line is over Pokemon Ruby axve02.save, and then hit A. Restore data in card from save file. So hit A. And then hit A again to run, and it will restore the save, sorry. So now, we can shut this off and take out our R4 just so you have proof. And now, if we go into Pokemon Ruby, you can see nothing in the DS card slot. We took out our R4. Bam, there's 1 minute. And yep, there we are in front of our friend's house. So that is how you back up your save, you move it around from your virtual console. So I moved it from my virtual console to an emulator, then moved that emulator save to the cartridge, to the actual cartridge. So that's how you move around your saves to use virtual console. I even have an R4 emulator, but the R4 emulator just uses files. It doesn't actually use a CIA downloadable like the virtual console. So that's how you use virtual console, and you move around those saves, and GBA Backup Tool. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Follow my Twitch and other social medias in the link in the description. Love you all.